Hi everybody, Bernie Gallerani from Bernie Gallerani Real Estate. Wanted to bring you a message. I've had a lot of conversation recently around the office and with homeowners on why properties expire. The only reason a property will expire is a couple of reasons, and pretty simple reasons actually. It's not easy to figure it out, but it's pretty small list of why it actually does expire. I spent most of my 20-year career selling real estate and talking with a lot of expired listings and homes that were unsuccessfully sold by other agents, and really identifying why that happened. And there's just a few reasons, again, that I think that any home will expire. And the number one reason, and you guys want to write this down, it's great, it's exposure, is the home being exposed properly. In most cases it's not, but there is some other A, B's, and C's to why the exposure wasn't right. So number one is it could be overpriced. It could be a little overpriced, it could be grossly overpriced. That's typically why a home doesn't sell, is they don't get enough people in it. Let's assume though that you do have a home that has a lot of showings, and what does that mean? The National Association of Realtors says that we should have about 10 or 12 showings on the property or any property within the first 30 days. So if you have a home that's on the market or have had a home that maybe has expired in the past, what you want to do is really look at how many showings have I had on the home, and then what's the feedback been like. So you might be a homeowner, or you might be an agent even, that has had a home on the market and you've had 1 or 2 or 3 showings on it in 30 days. That's the first flag, the red flag that should go up and tell you that if you've only had a few showings on the property, you are typically overpriced. Now, the second part of that is maybe you have had a home on the market and it's had a lot of showings. So you might say, well, there's a lot of showings coming in and coming out and people are looking at it, but yet I don't have any offers on the property. That's typically because you have a condition issue. Now, a condition issue might have 1 or 2 different things to look at. One is a condition could be that there is something that you really can't control. For example, you have a sloped driveway, and when there's a lot of inventory on the market, which there is today, buyers, if they're going to pay that kind of money, would rather probably not buy something with a sloped driveway. Now, yes, you could have a great view, and that's really great. However, most properties, if they have a sloped driveway and they don't really have a big feature of, let's say, a fantastic view, it typically will slow down buyers from making offers. They may show up to the property because they don't realize that it's on a sloped lot. It might have a sloped lot going backwards, where maybe in the backyard it's sloped down. Instead of it being in the front yard with the driveway, it's in the backyard, and it's just not feasible for the kids to play in the backyard. That could be a condition there that prevents a home from selling, believe it or not. Get enough people in it, certainly somebody's willing to buy it, but that's typically a price adjustment issue. So making a price adjustment based on whether the showings are a conditional issue where they can't be controlled, or it could be a condition that can be controlled. So for example, it might need updating inside, it might need carpet, it might need paint, something like that. Those are things that you can control, and a lot of times if you put carpet or paint or really spruce that property up, it gives it a much, much better chance of getting sold. So it really is about exposure, and what I mean by that is if you have a high price on the property and you aren't getting showings, making an adjustment in price will typically solve that problem. If you have a condition problem, you might not be able to solve the problem through that condition issue. If it has a slope yard, backyard, it might have a big power pole in the backyard. There might be a neighbor maybe that's not so attractive next door, and that becomes an issue. So there is absolutely things that can be done, but typically price will solve a lot of those problems, or updating and putting a better condition of the home in order for a buyer to find that it's more attractive. It's really staggering to see the amount of homes that do expire, and the reason why they do is not really anything more than the lack of communication from the realtor to the seller, and having the realtor explain to the seller why it's not selling and giving them really good logical things to think about. If you have any questions, you'll feel free to go to BernieGallerani.com. I'd love to be able to help you there. Give us a call, put some information in there so we can call you back. And we would love, if you are a homeowner and you're thinking about selling your home and you're concerned about this market, call us. If you're an agent that would like a little tips, I mean, we've sold several thousand homes, and a lot of those were expireds. And so if you want to get better in this area or find out some things that you can do to make things better, just give us a call. Thank you very much, and I hope everyone has a really great day.